Good afternoon, everyone. Once again, welcome and thank you all for being here today. For those of you who don't know us, my name is Mallory Huey.
I'm Emily Ashton.
I'm Taylor Sherman.
Taylor Dale.
I'm Kate Laird.
We are thrilled to be here today discussing our recent event campaign to benefit Secret Meals for Hungry Children. I believe the Dalai Lama said it best when he explained, "It is not enough to be compassionate, you must act." Our hope is that by the end of this presentation, each and every one of you is inspired to further address and fight harder against the pressing issue of childhood hunger that not only affects our state, but also our entire world. Today, we'll break down our campaign step by step in the fight against childhood hunger. Please feel free to ask any questions you might have at the conclusion of our presentation.
Children across the country are facing their days on an empty stomach because there isn't enough food at home. Right now, over 20% of Alabama's children live below the poverty line and face food insecurity. This is exactly why organizations like Secret Meals is so important. Secret Meals for Hungry Children, created by Alabama Credit Union, is developed in partnerships with local food banks to address the issue of childhood hunger. In order to provide one child with a nutritional food pack each Friday throughout the school year is $140. In January, our group was put up to the challenge of planning an event to raise both funds and awareness for this nonprofit. To begin, we took a look at some of our target publics. The current supporters of Secret Meals, which include staff members and current donors to the organization, are already knowledgeable and supportive of the organization's fundraising efforts. Because of this, they remain a primary target for Secret Meals promotions. The potential donors include local residents of Tuscaloosa. Although they may lack proper information about the organization, they still are a proper target for awareness for a fundraising event to support a good cause. Local artists and business owners are also a primary target. This public can be targeted to donate items, attend the event, and promote the fundraising.
So our main focus for this project was to raise awareness about the Secret Meals organization by reaching out to the right people. So we not only wanted to target college students, but also influential people of the Tuscaloosa community. And we decided that raising $1,000 to feed 7 children is an impressive yet attainable goal.
So to do this, we had to go through Objective 1. Objective 1 was to create awareness, and we knew alerting the public about our event was the first step. We set out to place our posters, pushcards, and koozies at many locations around campus, such as the Coleman Coliseum, Law School, and Reese Pfeiffer. And next, we sent out a news release to various news outlets to earn media placement. As our event started becoming more known, so did our social media. Using Facebook and Twitter updates, we were able to create a two-way communication with our followers and achieve Objective 2 to grow funds and benefit Secret Meals.
Without further ado, we are proud to introduce our campaign theme, a Secret Garden Soiree dedicated to growing funds to benefit Secret Meals for Hungry Children. The name was derived from the idea of a summer garden party in relation to the Secret Meals organization. Not only did the theme create a nostalgic feeling in each individual, but also provided a fantasy-like atmosphere surrounding all of the guests at the event. To promote the Secret Garden Soiree event, an array of materials were distributed throughout the community, including a poster, pushcard, sticker, koozie, and electronic voucher. Here we have the poster, the stickers, and our voucher. The voucher was used as an incentive for people to purchase pre-sale tickets. If they did, we sent this in their confirmation email for a free appetizer at Cozy's. Our promotional push card, which explained the most information about our event and the organization, was dispersed around the Tuscaloosa area. The front includes an image also shown on the poster to create consistency among all of our pieces. The back, divided into color block sections, states important facts about Secret Meals and also lists the event information.
Like Taylor said earlier, we did put a good amount of our campaign on social media. Our goal of our social media campaign within the event campaign was to make sure that our event was top of mind of all potential attendees. And in order to do that, we utilized Secret Meals, social media outlets, Facebook and Twitter, as well as creating our own Facebook event page. On the Facebook event page, we also utilized interactive sites, an Eventbrite site for people to purchase tickets, which also had sharing capabilities. It was one easy click for them to post on Facebook that they just purchased a ticket. We wanted to really emphasize that just so that people were aware and they could get it on their own social media handles. We also created a GoFundMe page for people to donate money to the event or to the cause, just even if they couldn't come to the event. We really wanted to emphasize that just because Thursday nights can be hectic, and we wanted to increase monetary donations as much as possible. With the Facebook page, we did reminder posts weekly, as well as to the day of the event. Reminder posts would be just a simple update on when the event was and what would be taking place at the event. And that's an example post that we put from example items from the silent auction that took place at the event. And that really just gave people a sneak peek and reminded them to bring money for the silent auction during the event. Then it came down to actually the day of the event. We had to arrive early at Cozy's to set up because our event was all outside in a closed courtyard. It was a little extra preparation. All I will say is there was a leaf blower involved. But it was worth it, and we got the job done. And then we set up all the tables in the courtyard with nice white tablecloths to really bring the theme together. There was an entry table right as the guests walked in where they showed their ticket or purchased one at the door if needed, as well as enter into the prize drawing. And then there was another entry table, as you can see like on the bottom right. It's has koozies, I mean, it's confusing, cozies and koozies. So it had koozies and stickers as well as information about secret meals so that they could learn more about the organization. And then we set up the silent auction table, which had approximately 10 to 15 items donated from all local artists. It was jewelry, paintings, and then a painted wine set. And then we also put up the sign on brick, future reference, command strips do not work on brick, don't do it. We had to use a lot of masking tape, multiple attempts, it almost caught on fire, it didn't, but we managed it, we figured it out. And then in the middle of our event, at the peak of attendance, we did our prize drawing giveaway, which was a $100 gift card donated from Part 2 Boutique. And then at the end, we cleaned up and we were counting our earnings, and we earned $261 from the silent auction. So we also had a good amount of post coverage from social media as well as media outlets. Secret Meals shared on their Facebook page pictures of our event, thanking everyone for coming. And we also had Sarah Patterson, the former UA gymnastics coach, come, which was amazing. And she tweeted at us, and also the second she got home, changed her Facebook profile picture to Secret Meals logo, which was awesome. We were really pumped about that. And while we were setting up, Alexa Armstrong came, and she was a reporter for WVUA 23. She interviewed Mallory and I. We had our 15 minutes of fame, and that was exciting. And she tweeted during the event a picture of our logo as well as tagging WVUA. And then at on the 10 p.m. news after the event, our interview aired, and it had information about Alabama Credit Union and our Secret Garden Soiree, as well as Secret Meals for Hungry Children. And there also was a link to our GoFundMe page.
So for awareness, our Facebook event page reached over 2,700 people. 328 people viewed it, and then we had 52 engagements among people, likes and comments. And this graph shows how people got to the Eventbrite site. And Facebook was the most shared and utilized tool that people used to get to the Eventbrite site, and Twitter came in second. And there was also a large percentage of people who searched the Eventbrite site for our event. And we nearly tripled our goal of raising $1,000 and feeding 7 children to $2,800 and feeding 20 children for a year.
And though we are excited about the amount that we raised, we are also excited about the partnerships gained at this event. Sarah Patterson was a guest at our event, and she actually asked Mallory Huey if she could be introduced to the liaison of Secret Meals. So we introduced her to Jasmine Wells, and it ended up working out very well. She is now the spokesperson for Secret Meals, and like Kate said, went home and immediately changed her picture to Secret Meals, which is so awesome. And we're really excited and proud to say that we helped with that.
Thank you all once again for being here. Before we show you our video, I'd like to leave you with one last final quote to ponder on. Dave Ramsey states, "When action meets compassion, lives change."
20% of Alabama children suffer from food insecurity. Alabama Credit Union created and sponsors a nonprofit organization, Secret Meals for Hungry Children, to help with this problem. In January of this year, Our group was presented with the challenge of planning an event that not only raised money for Secret Meals, but also raised awareness about this nonprofit in the local Tuscaloosa community. We loved the name Secret Meals and wanted to tie it into our event, which led us to our theme, Secret Garden Soiree, loosely based off the book and movie. Next, we needed to find a venue that would fit perfectly with our theme, and that is where we found Cozy's Fine Dining.
Tuscaloosa residents attended a secret garden event benefiting Secret Meals for Hungry Children. It was held at Cozy's Fine Dining and was organized by University of Alabama students studying public relations. The night consisted of dinner, a silent auction, and prize drawings.
The event was a complete success. We had approximately 50 people attend the event and raised over $250 from the silent auction. We are unbelievably excited to announce that through all of our efforts, we raised approximately $2,800, feeding about 20 children for an entire year. We would like to thank everyone who attended and donated money to our cause. We'd also like to thank Cozy's, Part 2 Boutique, Malone Lair Jewelry, Jenny Lambert, Hannah Jones, Mary Mauro, and Susan Daria. A special thank you to Alabama Credit Union for allowing us this amazing opportunity.
So this was our video, just kind of wrapping up the event and what went on, and hopefully you guys liked it.
Okay. I'll start off by saying I love y'all's materials. The secret garden materials with the leaves and everything, it all looked fantastic. Very, very professional. And loved how it was a little bit more formal. Loved that it was at Cozy's. It was more of a fine dining event, which is just something we don't see too much of, which is very, way to think outside the box.
I'd love to know a little bit more about the breakdown of the proceeds. First of all, amazing job. Y'all were the top, I guess you could say. Y'all raised the most money for Secret Meals. The one thing that I thought was very interesting, y'all did the GoFundMe page. And so could you give us a little bit of a breakdown of what you thought was the best revenue stream?
I definitely say monetary donations through Panhellenic points. We ended up actually getting it approved, and some sororities even allowed up to 15 points for a $15 donation, and I found that that was the most beneficial. Actually, by the day of the event, we had raised $1,500.
Did y'all go around to each sorority and talk and tell them about, how did you get the word out? Because I know I would get like 10 emails, people donating $15 here and there, and then it'd be like a couple hours later, and then it was like 15 emails, people, so I didn't know if y'all were going around to each sorority.
We did go and put the posters up and the push cards around, hopefully that's how they figured out about it.
Yeah.
I also reached out to a few sororities, emailed presidents, asked them to make announcements or put it on their like 3-point opportunity. And I also made an announcement at my own sorority, and that was really helpful.
We did make a lot from the event. The budget's all broken down in the book, but we had to give Cozy's more than expected, but it was fine because we still came out with a good total donation amount. Thank you.
Excellent work, y'all.
Thank you.
And your presentation is beautiful too. Thank you for the lead into that. I love the relevant quotes that really point to what this is really about. And $2,800 just gives me chills. I'm just absolutely fantastic. But it looks like y'all had a great time.
We did.
A lot of work, and leaf blowers were involved. A great job was done. So thanks much.
Y'all, and we're gonna have to have a 10 o'clock p.m. WVU rated spot
Yeah.
for like, the segment, CEO segment, like, because that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, y'all.
Thank you.
Yes, we
Also, for a token of our appreciation,
Don't forget to give your instructor out. I just want to say again, and y'all have heard me say this before, but I feel this way about all my classes, but you guys, class, I appreciate so much the heart that you put into all of your projects.
you know, we said earlier, but you guys have other classes, you've got jobs, you've got a bunch of other things to do, and you really gracefully juggled everything that you had to do, and were able to really make an impact on your community. So when you look back at your college experience, at least for this last semester, or maybe second to last semester for some of you, this class itself raised enough money to feed over 50 children.
Wow.
50. That gives, it literally gives me chills. So when you're out in the world doing your thing, as I know you're going to do, I hope that you know that someone here is experiencing the, you know, reaping the rewards of your efforts. So I could not be more proud of you. Thank you for your everything.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love it. All right, now before we go, I have to take a picture with my piece while you're all dressed up and everything. So